What's up, y'all? Welcome to another review by Ryan, and in this reaction, we'll be reacting to the 6th episode of the 2nd season of the Love Live Nijigasaki High School Idol Club anime. In our last episode, we got part 1 of the part 2 Azuna episode, part of this arc. And before we start into this reaction, I want to say, now that we know it's fully a 2-part arc situation there. I see why some people in the community feel that I and Karin really got done, that Diver Diva really did dirty in episode 4. I actually did not realize a lot more people than I didn't think did not like the 4th episode, primarily because they feel that they they just kind of threw a random side character in to be the plot exposition that moved the story along. And I think this kind of fits into what I said in the last reaction when I told y'all at the end of my last reaction that I would have liked to see that be a 2-part thing. I think that most people would not feel the way they did about how episode 4 went and how the whole Diver Diva came to be if they had given them a little more time to flesh out the side character that kind of helped facilitate them coming together as Diver Diva. And primarily, it wouldn't have felt as abrupt. Oh my goodness, my nose itches. Yeah, if y'all see me like move my hand up here a lot, it is because my nose tends to itch quite a bit for some reason. I don't have any other parts on my body. I don't know what's wrong. But anyway, back to the pre-reaction. Yeah, I think that if they had been given two episodes to flesh that out, it would not have felt as forced. It would have felt more natural, and I think that y'all would have enjoyed it more. I personally was okay with it, since I understood that they were probably not trying to waste too much time on certain arcs, but since Azuna is getting 2 parts, people would have liked to see Diver Diva get the same treatment. So with that said, though, episode 5 was a really good episode, and Shizuku, which I told y'all is truly a girl that I feel that we don't really respect as much as we should, because I think she's a really great character. She had a great outing, a great showing in the last episode, and with their acting skit that they did, I'm really looking forward to seeing this episode. I also understand that we will see a new song. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and start this episode off. This is episode 6, titled Choose Your Love, and we'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Hey. The Phantom Idol. We can't be doing that now. Also, while the opening's playing, I guess I'll say a lot of you weren't also very happy with Ayumu in the last episode, and I do kind of, for the most part, agree. I think that she really needs to move on from her stalkerish ways. That it's starting to really not be cool, and I think that most people allowed the events of season 1 to transpire at the end because we thought we had made progress from that, and now it looks like she's kind of just completely reverted back to her old ways. I personally do like Ayumu as a character, but I definitely can see why she is pretty much the least liked out of the group now. So, hopefully we can try to nip that in the bud once and for all here. But it almost seems like, from a story perspective, they're not even trying not to make this kind of more than friendship relationship between her and you now. So I don't really know what they're trying to do with the story there, but I do get the frustration there. So we'll see how that all plays out. Everyone's going to have their opinions on it. I just want her to stop being a stalker all the time. So yeah. She's like, I can't do anything to be exposed. A whole alien. Yeah, but you're not going to be able to keep this up for too much longer, honestly. We'll see how long it continues to last. Especially with Shioriko already being pretty much picking up on it. This also matches up with what's going on in the current chapters of the game since they're recording for the promo video and stuff. So, yeah. Oh, shucks. Oh, shucks. Hey. There she is. Miyachi. Alright, man, you don't need to be like that. Aw, here we go. When I tell you I love their friendship so much in the game, and I hope they're just as close here in the anime. We don't care about honorifics here. Also, just notice she has a little thing too. Previous engagement. Oh, it doesn't. Oh boy, she is definitely gonna pick up on it now. Is that right? And that's how it's gonna transition. So, and that's probably how it's gonna transition. Oh boy! Oh boy! Well. Well, cat's out the bag. Wow. Yeah, it's over, guys. She's not dumb. Yeah, she had already picked up previously anyway. Wow, such a different statement from what you said. Wow, such a difference from what she said in the game. And it seems realistic, so that's okay. I can deal with both the Shiodiko here and the Shiodiko in the game. Dang. Oh, we know how lotteries go. Mm. She'll figure it out. She'll just buy us. She'll just buy a whole arena. You know, having to be fair in this situation. Yeah, it sucks. It'll work out. Okay. Bro, because this is a much harder thing to figure out. Yeah. Yeah, so if it can't happen here, I don't know where it's gonna happen again. Niji is just huge. Whole university. Yeah. That's probably the best thing to do in this situation. Eh, it's the Love Live universe. We know they'll figure it out in a week. They can figure it out in a day. Oh, oh! I saw their picture. I didn't. Yo, I like their aesthetic. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, she really came through. This is so different for Lonzy though, in a good way. Oh, she's gonna tell her. How no one was able to tell she was one from the other, though, I'll never understand. Oh, I love this. Those other two girls might become some of my favorites, honestly. I hope I see them more. She's gonna. Oh. Yo. What an intro. Hey. This was good. I loved everything from that intro, from the student council president introduction into the song. That was perfect. This was oh, that was really good. And she was able to get her secret out. That was good. That was such a good lead up. I'm so happy that they actually chose to do the two-part for them. That actually really worked out really well. That was so good. And again, Shioriko and Lanzu coming through. Everyone just coming through. I know some people don't like the changes that they made to characters like Shioriko and Lanzu, but I think it really is complementing the anime in a really good way. So it works. It definitely works. And now it is definitely going to be Shioriko next. Yeah, yeah, here we go. Oh boy. The memory of Dreams. All right, what an outstanding episode, Azuna. And it's crazy because while technically Diver Diva had been my favorite for a while, I think it might be because of my newfound in the last 6-7 months love for Shizuku or not, but this was great. This was really great. All right, so obviously the biggest conflict that glad to see it was going to come up, and they just were going to kind of force everybody is that it was impossible to do this big event, even at Nijigasaki, all by itself, without serious cuts happening. I mean, the logistics behind an event of this nature between a whole bunch of different schools in itself was just a nightmare to begin with. And since it looks like we're following more realistic scenarios here, instead of Lanzu just being able to pretty much build up a whole campus like she probably would have did if something like this had happened in the game, it was nice to see that they realized it was going to have to just be a event between all the schools. So it looks like Shiodiko's definitely going to come around, and it looks like she will be our focus now as we move into episode 7. And it was nice to see that. That was really nice to see how Nana was able to reveal herself as the great Setsuna, which for those that may or may not know, Setsuna recently within the last year, she actually took over as my number 1 out of all the Niji girls. It used to be Karin for the longest time, but now Setsuna is my number 1. Even though I still love Karin to death, but really, really, really do love Setsuna and her dynamic, and I love her voice actor on a really personal level too. She's a wonderful human being in real life, and I love her character in the anime. So yeah, this was a really, 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 really good episode. I'm glad they chose to do a 2-part, and this further reinforces the fact that I feel we would have felt this type of emotion and bond that I felt with Azuna, that with Diver Diva, if they had been able to flush out one more episode with them. But alas, we have an episode limit to keep to, and they chose to just let that be a 1-episode thing. So it is what it is. I can respect the decision. With that said, we are now at the mid-season mark here. So my mid-season rating so far is very favorable. They did, again, the biggest X factor was how Lanzu was going to be, and she has been, not only is she more reasonable to deal with, despite her obviously still having an overly bearing, strong personality, but she's actually really being helpful behind the scenes, really helpful, more so than I ever felt about her in the game, where even in the current chapters that are out in the global game, in chapter 38, which is the most recent chapter available, I feel she's just kind of there, and there's not really much magic with her character in game. I actually feel that she has a legitimately good presence in the anime, and she definitely fills a much needed gap. So I'm really liking where we're at right now. I'm really liking where we're at. I know maybe some people aren't liking it, but I'm really loving it. Right now, the season is sitting around an 8.5 for me. So with that said, that was episode 6. I hope you guys liked my reaction. Really looking forward to next week's episode as we start kicking off Shiodiko's part of this arc. If you did like this reaction and want to see more, please like and subscribe to my YouTube and hit the bell icon if you want to be one of the first to be notified when new reactions become available. So with that said, thanks for joining me in this reaction, and I'll catch you guys in the next review. Take care.